In this video, let's unbox the Vivo Y81, a budget device with a notch display. Check out its glass quality and structural strength. The Vivo Y81 is the first Vivo device to be unboxed and tested on the channel. And compared to the competition, let's see how it does in the software, camera and hardware department. The Xiaomi Redmi 6 also has the same chipset, but is priced much lower and has dual cameras compared to the single on the Vivo Y81. And if you remember, it had failed the bend test due to poor design and build quality. So will the Vivo Y81 be able to survive my bend force? Stay tuned to find out. Continuing with the unboxing, the box typically contains a micro USB cable, power brick and a free soft case, but no earphones, which is kind of expected on budget devices. The 6-inch Vivo Y81 is very slim but pretty average in looks, nothing special but with a clean-cut design, a single camera with portrait mode feature and a decently loud downward facing speaker. Its custom UI called as FunTouch OS tries to mimic iOS in looks and functionality, but it does have many more features and shortcuts which you may find of value to use. Performance-wise, the 8-core MediaTek P22 processor does very similar to that of the Redmi 6. Not the smoothest, occasional lag during normal operations and app usage, but does get the job done. It can play heavy games like Asphalt 8 in the highest graphics settings, but I found it not as smooth as the Redmi 6, even though it has the same GPU and processor and performs better at medium graphics settings. Coming to the camera, it has the capability of producing portrait pictures even without a dual camera setup, which is present on the Redmi 6. It also has a dedicated professional mode where you can tweak individual stuff like ISO, shutter speed, focus and exposure levels. For this price range, the picture quality is just about average to above average at best. Colors are close to natural, but some colors do tend to look a bit washed out and lacking saturation. The clarity levels are good and the dynamic range can be a hit or a miss depending on the scene. Like for example in this scene, it looks a bit overexposed and washed out in the auto HDR mode compared to the Redmi 6. The portrait mode does not work in every situation, but when it does, you can get some good background blur effects. Starting the scratch test, let's first remove this pre-applied plastic screen guard. The Realme 1 and the Realme 2 Pro had this same plastic layer which was used to cover a poor quality glass with no olophobic coating. So we'll soon find out if the Y81 is also taking this cross-cutting route. To find out the quality of this unnamed glass protection you are paying for, let's rub it with common items found in pockets like keys and coins and then with a heavy-duty box cutter. Phones even with high quality corning glasses do get minor marks due to the keys or coins, but poor quality glasses end up with ugly scuff marks due to the blades. So let's find out if this unnamed glass protection is able to survive the blade. The bend test. Let's see if the plastic Y81 can survive accidental force such as tight pockets, and will it survive my bend force. It was actually surprising that the Vivo Y81 did not suffer any kind of damage and passes the bend test. It does bend a lot and stays bent due to the slim form factor, making it one of the most flexible phones of 2018. But there were no breaks or kinks near the power keys.